because I can make that happen. Let me get the member screen up real quick, even though it's totally outdated. Listen away, Nathan. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, Debbie, I am so sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a big hug. That just makes me mad and sad at the same time, because it's really not fair. And Nathan's multi-talented over there. He's doing car work while he's listening and catching up on all the videos. Some of the comments he stops to make while he's working on those videos cracks me up. Okay. Let's get Find Your Way music turned off and let's go talk. Okay, so y'all, I got a few pictures to show. A couple of them I put up on my my page the other day. But we're just gonna go through some of these, okay? So this is a post by the Bling Boss after the new policy and procedure was announced about making income claims. I don't see an income disclosure anywhere on this post, but I do see that her sales grew. But one thing that's not on there is hashtag results not typical, or hashtag I have a huge following. Something, it's just a Temu screen, Nathan. But, yeah, it doesn't say anything about results not being typical at all. And then, you know, I started scrolling through Facebook and I saw this one. So let me pull up this one. So here's a touch of bling with Morgan. 2025, 2 ways to join. Join the Papa family. $20 or $99 includes 35 pieces of your choice. Now it's 25 pieces of your choice. And she posted this on May 19th. So that's inaccurate because it's actually 25 pieces of jewelry. Okay. And then it says, touch of bling. Enjoy discounts on jewelry that you love. Instant access as a consultant. Can we correct this real quick, you guys? Enjoy discounts on the jewelry. Pay what you used to pay retail for the jewelry after taxes and shipping. Pay what you used to pay for it at retail price if you want to join. And then instant access as a consultant. Instant access to what? Exactly. Brainwashing, toxic positivity, sunk cost fallacy, debt, frustration, the guys that you own your own business. Hi, Kimberly. Something else along those lines. It's so stupid. Okay? It just is. Debbie, there were no sirens when the tornado hit. You know, that's okay. I'm going to get political here. Sorry, y'all. There's a reason we have FEMA, okay? There's a reason we have FEMA. There's a reason we have government programs in place. And anyone who voted for the buffoon in the office right now, and yes, that's my constitutional right, and that's how I feel about that man. If you voted for him, you voted for your own demise. And I'm pretty sure that Debbie did not vote for him because Debbie and I were all about Kamala. So I'm just going to say that. But it frustrates me that 77 million people in this country, out of the 360 million people in this country, decided what's best for the rest of us. This is why it's so important to do your civic duty and vote in every election, no matter how big or how small, because your vote protects you as a citizen. Vote for what you need to see done, not for a team. So, vote for your interests, not for team mentality. Okay, so sorry about that. You guys just had to rant. Okay, here's another post that was made on the 19th of May, and I want to thank the person who sent me all of these. I'm looking for men and women who want to look fly and make some money selling jewelry. If you are interested, go to my website and join my team. Make money on your phone. Join my team. Have fun. Change your life. Independent consultant. 8 years in the business, and there's no stopping. eblingboss.com. What's missing from this one? No income disclosure statement. And according to the new policies and procedures, no, you cannot post a picture of your income. Can you make an income claim? No. So the first slide I showed you shows a picture of her income, gross sales. The thing is gross sales does not meet net profit, okay? It's gross sales, which means that's how much she made off of selling it, but it doesn't take into account the taxes she has to pay. Doesn't take into the account the inventory that she bought that she didn't sell. Doesn't take into account that she had to replenish her inventory. So the number is misrepresented and it's misleading. All the way across the board. It's misrepresented and it's misleading. Okay. All right. So, yay, my business hit a major milestone. I surpassed $500,000 in gross sales. $5 Bling Bosses LLC grew 56% in sales from the 2024 recognition year. Again, misleading income claim. No income disclosure statement. Same with Morgan. Okay. So all of it is completely and totally and utterly misleading, which is bad. Okay. So I'm going to look for a pair of rhinestone drink earrings. Okay, so because, those haven't sold. Okay. What would you call that drink? Tropical drink jewelry. Okay. We have boba tea earrings. Those are cute. So I like those better, but they're all acrylic. Then we have, trees, flip-flops. Another one. I don't know why they're so expensive, though. You can tell tariffs are hitting everything. These look like Starlit Shimmer earrings from back in the day. So here's the pair. It looks like a Cosmopolitan. $474. It has rhinestones on it, too. Then we have more pineapples. It's really sad how tariffs have kind of taken things and ruined it. Like, how can we ruin everything? Oh, yeah, let's put tariffs on everything. So, good morning. Hello, Toronto. How's it going in Toronto today? Do you guys have to work today, or do you have... It's Memorial Day, so I'm off today. I'm grateful. Okay, so, Spoonie Life update. Okay. My body has been under so much stress lately that a few times a week I can't turn my head. My neck is in so much pain that I can't turn my head. So I'm like, I have cysts forming all over my body where the pain is really intense. So I have cysts on my feet from all the Charlie horses I've been getting. And I have... I just have a lot of muscle pain everywhere. and it's making me uncomfortable to sleep. It's making me uncomfortable to just be around. I'm not pleasant, and David, can attest to that. I am not a pleasant person right now. So, but I keep pushing through because I don't have another choice. But yeah, that's me right now, you guys. I'm a miserable human being. So, Kim, you're right about that too. She didn't put in her post that most of her sales come from her downline. So you are correct there. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I received a few more emails from a few more consultants, so let me get those up on my screen over here, and I'll read them to you. So first thing is, I received an email from somebody named Megan at Greenbaum Law Firm. So I don't know if you guys are aware, there is another lawsuit that's still active with paparazzi jewelry in the state of California. We represent Monarch, and we are currently involved in a legal action against paparazzi jewelry for alleged violations of California law. And they reached out to me, asked me a few questions, and I told them I would get them everything that they need. So, Megan is one of the paralegals there. So, yeah, I'm going to be working with them on their lawsuit. So let's go over that one. Okay. Hello. Okay. So happy Memorial Day. So, okay. Sip of coffee. Okay. A gulp of coffee. Okay. Monarch versus paparazzi jewelry and accessories. So this complaint seeks to remedy the failure of paparazzi to warn persons of exposure to cadmium, a chemical known to the state of California to cause developmental and reproductive toxicity. So, a failure of the defendants to warn persons of the exposure. Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. So, when you go to the paparazzi website and you go under notices, eligible product buyback, okay, here is the product catalog of every piece they're buying back right here. Why is that? Because of the levels of toxicity in the testing of the product. Oh, happy birthday, Aradil. How come I always go live on your birthday? Oh, yeah, it's because I have the day off. So, happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Oi! So, yeah, so this right here, this whole list of eligible buyback programs, these are the pieces that all are known to be toxic per the testing, okay? So I guided Melissa to that website and told her to check that out, which I'm pretty sure she did. All right, so let me keep going here. Plaintiff, Mothers Oversight Network for Actionable Containment Harm, LLC, which is Monarch, okay, is a limited liability company formed to pursue the laws of the state of California, made up of a California citizen represented through the Council of Record, Greenbaum Law Firm. Plaintiff sues herein Monarch LLC, whose name is incorporated in its name under the Articles of Incorporation. Health and Safety Code violation provides that actions to enforce Prop 65 may be brought by any person of public interest. Now, this is my speculation and opinion, because that is my channel. Okay? My opinion, my speculation, my thoughts on all of this. We already have documented proof of guilt with the eligible buyback document that is on their website. To me, that is proof of guilt. Okay. Second thing is, the Washington State agreement also shows, the testing that Washington State had done. Paparazzi claims they have everything extensively tested before they bring it over to the United States. But paparazzi has never released those testing results to their consultants at all. Okay? So, we have that. Okay. Okay. All right, so let me keep going on this. So, they're basically saying alter ego allegations at all relevant times, as alleged more fully herein. Each paparazzi, because paparazzi is the defendant, okay? So, alter ego. Let's go back to that. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy, y'all. Okay. At all relevant times, as alleged more fully herein, each paparazzi defendant acted as an agent, servant, employee, co-conspirator, alter ego, and or joint venture of the other paparazzi's defendants, and in so doing, these things alleged herein acted within the course and scope of such agency, employment, alter ego, and or in furtherance of the joint venture. Each of the defendants at paparazzi acts alleged herein was done with the permission and consent of each of the other defendants. So we were directed by paparazzi as consultants to say that the jewelry was lead and nickel free. There are still consultants to this day who claim that the jewelry is lead and nickel free, which we all know is false. Paparazzi, a few years back, told you to say it's lead and nickel compliant. Compliant. Not free, but compliant. That changes things quite a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, I would say so. You go from lead and nickel free to lead and nickel compliant, and that's supposed to make it better. Okay. So jurisdiction and venue, they want to keep this in the state of California because it's regarding California law. Okay. Safe Drinking Water Toxic Enforcement Act of 1986 is an initiative statute passed by Proposition 65 to the vote of the people in 1986. The warning requirement of Prop 65 in the Health and Safety Code states no person in the course of doing business shall knowingly and intentionally expose any individual to a chemical known to the state to cause cancer or reproductive toxicity without first giving clear and reasonable warning to such individual, except as provided under this section. An exposure to a chemical in a consumer product is one which results from a person's acquisition, purchase, storage, consumption, or other reasonably foreseeable use of a consumer good, or any exposure results from receiving customer service. Prop 65 establishes a procedure by which the state develops a list of chemicals known to the state to cause cancer or reproductive toxicity. No warning need be given concerning listed chemical until 1 year after the chemical first appears on the list. Any person violating or threatening to violate the statute may be enjoined in any court of competent jurisdiction. To threaten to violate is defined to mean to create a condition in which there is a substantial probability that the violation will occur. In addition, violators are liable for civil penalties up to $2,500 per day for each violation recoverable in a civil action. Actions to enforce the law may be brought by the Attorney General in the name of the people of the state of California or by any district attorney. Private parties are given the authority to enforce Prop 65 in the name of public interest, but only if the private party first provides written notice of the violation. The alleged violator, the attorney, says that every district attorney whose jurisdiction was alleged violation occurs, no public prosecutors commence enforcement within 60 days. So they're talking about the cadmium, the arsenic, the other toxic chemicals that are in their jewelry. On or about September 12, 2023, the plaintiff purchased a product from defendant's online paparazzi consultant. Neither the product's online listing, the product's packaging, nor the product itself contained or presented a Prop 65 warning label. So they bought something in September, no warning labels. On or about January 22nd, 2024, plaintiff expert prepared report summarizing the results of the analysis of the product, including the amount of cadmium to which a typical user of the product would be exposed. Based on the levels, plaintiff expert opined the product would lead to consumer exposure to cadmium above the safe harbor level set by the Office of Enforcement. Based on the reports and opinion, the lack of statutorily required warning language on the product, plaintiff prepared a 60 notice of violation. Pursuant to the statute regulations referenced above, on February 7, 2024, plaintiff served a copy of the notice of the violation and all requisite public agencies. Plaintiff is unaware of any governmental prosecution against the defendant. At least 60 days have elapsed since Monarch served the notice of violation. Based on the consultation with experts, plaintiffs allege that individuals who purchase, handle, or use the product are exposed to cadmium between contact with the item in the skin, the transfer of cadmium from the skin to the mouth, both by transfer of cadmium directly from hand to mouth, indirectly from the transfer of cadmium from the skin to objects that are placed in the mouth, such as food and or water. Okay? Individuals are thereby exposed to cadmium present on or in the product during any unintended, reasonably foreseeable use of the product. So basically, I don't know which product they bought and had tested, but my guess is it's something with cracked stone, that they bought, because the cracked stone is known to have super high levels of cadmium. Okay. So the prayer for relief is the court needs to fine paparazzi $2,500 per violation per day. Okay. So what we need to know is, one, A, how many consultants are in the state of California? So how many active consultants are in the state of California? That's the first question. Second question, how many of them are actively buying Monday through Friday? And then the other thing is how many of them still have products in their inventory that are on this list of eligible buyback products? Now, granted, most of them are Z collection or they are Starlit Shimmer. Now remember, paparazzi pulled Starlit Shimmer and they stopped selling it a while ago. But that doesn't mean we have consultants out there that still have Starlit Shimmer. Okay, because we have Sugar Bee. So if you know, Sugar Bee Bling has their own website. And then we go to shop. And then let's go to specialty. And no, I don't want to join your website for that reason. So let's see if she has any Starlit Shimmer. Maybe she took it all down. Maybe she was told to take it all down. That's the other thing. During the Elite Summit, they probably told everyone to take it all down. Maybe she took the eligible buyback. Maybe she took the eligible buyback and got rid of all of it and sent it back to paparazzi. So there's Sugar Bean. Let's go to Andrea. I can't remember the name of her company. Do any of you guys know the name of her company? Does she even have a website? Okay, Papa. This whole Papa Rockstars thing. My Shopify. Meet Andrea Hutchinson. Okay, so let's go shop all products. And then filter by. Let's see, Starlit Shimmer. So here's all the products that are Starlit Shimmer. And if you go and you look, this ring right here, those are one of those eligible buyback products. So Andrea Hutchinson is still selling Starlit Shimmer items. Okay. And a good portion of them are on this list to do the eligible buyback. Okay. So what do you guys want to talk about today? Or do we want to watch a video? So, Stephanie, you guys still with me? Should we watch a video? I mean, because we can. I did all the boring stuff. So, you guys tell me what you want me to do. Video or chat. Okay. I'm waiting for a vote. I'm probably just so boring right now. Stephanie's like, yes, we need fashion faux pas with Misty. Okay. Let me find one. Okay, here we go. Sneak peeks at Misty. Okay, let's see. In 40 seconds, 22 seconds. Is she still in China? We'll find out. Oh, I need more coffee. Okay, why does it do this?
The items that I am about to show you will be available tomorrow during new release time. I'm so excited to be able to show you the items from my closet. Many of you saw the live that I did last week from China in our office, and it was so fun to be there and do another design round for adorable accessories that will be headed your way in the fall and in the winter. But I definitely love being back at the corporate office. The outfit that I am wearing today is a bit comfortable as far as like it's easy to wear, but I needed to do some meetings this morning, so I wanted to dress up just a little bit. So I actually have on a loose pair of pants. They are a jean color, so they're going to look just like jeans.
Let's just skip this part and pretend we talked about the outfit because nobody cares. Move on. Okay? That's all I'm going to say.
But the material is much softer. I paired it with something that I feel like is a bit feminine. Because my jeans are so
Ruffles
dark and they
and
have the
flowers.
white stitching,
Oh,
I wanted
boy.
lighter on the top. So I have on this fun floral shirt. It's a button down. It is a bit dressier, still very casual, but a bit dressier again because of the meetings that I was on.
Nobody cares.
I love the collar coming around, and I love the playful pattern. That mini print or just a floral print is big this season. I have added wedges, as you can see, and they have...
Again, if you're going to buy something that's classic, that will stand through the test of time. Not trendy, not for a season. People are being smarter with their money right now. They're not buying trends. The trend right now is to buy something that's classic that will last you a very long time. In this economy, you have to. Okay? I feel like Swoop right now. In this economy, Nobody's buying $8 jewelry, okay? In this economy, nobody is buying $8 jewelry.
Just a simple suede front. So I wanted to wear silver accessories, and I've got things that are a bit more playful. So I have on this adorable rabbit or bunny necklace. I love it. I think it's so cute, and I think that woodland animals paired with the florals is really, really fun. And so
woodland animals, bunnies. Bunnies are woodland animals. Bunnies are in my backyard, y'all. They aren't woodland at all. Bunnies are in the backyard. But I thought this was adorable. Look at this cute little bunny. Are you trying to be a Playboy bunny? I mean, come on.
I have on a charm bracelet with, again, playful, fun woodland charms, which I think is really fun. So I'm definitely in the Scandi charm vibe. And then I have on a floral ring. Now,
I really hate this whole Scandi charm vibe, you guys. I mean, come on. Really, Misty? Really? Okay. Show us the jewelry and the stupid hair clips.
The items, again, that I'm going to show you are going to be available tomorrow during new release time. And I'm telling you, there are so many cute items. Let's start with this one. You're going to see this coming down. This is a bolo, so it'll actually
with a butterfly.
There's the back so that you can see it. I can move this down or up so this butterfly will actually slide. You can see that beautiful blue, obviously a very light.
Okay, her finger's covering it up.
Right? I've got a...
Okay, there is a huge gap right there. Y'all see it? Right there. So even the rhinestone doesn't fit in the butterfly all the way. This one's perfectly fit, but that one, the wing is too big for the rhinestone. So it doesn't look like high quality. It's not worth $8. Look at that, y'all. It's terrible. I wouldn't buy that. Would you buy that? Please, everyone, put an emoji in the chat. Would you buy this?
A teeny bit of green to it, so it's more of like an aquamarine. You can see that light or white crystal right there is one of the wings, and then that bright silver. I love that it's a snake chain. It actually feels great when you touch it, right? There's a texture to it, but a really soft texture.
And it will discolor just as fast.
It's going to be long as far as the tails of the bolo there itself, but again, you can adjust that pendant up or down. This is a really fun one. I love this stretch bracelet. It is dainty in size, but you have...
It's a really fun one. Her Utah accent's coming out. This is a really fun one, not a really fun one. Did you guys hear her say that? It's the Utah accent. So let's go back and listen to it again.
Itself, but again, you can adjust that pendant up or down. This is a really fun one. I love this stretch bracelet. It is dainty in size, but you have 4 strands together. Can you believe it? 4 strands for just $8. This is...
It's $2 a strand! Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. It's only $8. I remember when it was, oh, it's only $5. What a deal. Guess what? That stretchy bracelet, you can get them on Temu. I have them in blue, and guess what? I got them for like $1.38. It's probably more with tariffs now, but still less than $8.
Darling, you can see right there that wooden strand. And then obviously we've got the ombre of the blues, but these are natural stones. So you're going to see tiger's eye, and you're going to see that turquoise, an array of the blues and whites. You see right here, this is a pearl strand. They're going to be oblong, which I think is so pretty. The spacers in between are gold, and then we've got a strand of all gold beads there. So
just to respond to Aerodil, I've been on muscle relaxers constantly for a week, and my neck right here, this area right here has been locking up on both sides, and Charlie horses have been happening in my neck and in my feet and in my legs and in my back. So yeah, I've been on muscle relaxers for a week. Something in my body is, I'm in a really bad flare, and I can't blame it on the weather. It could be stress related. I don't know, but man,
So cute. So many ways to pair this up. You could even split the two and have two different looks if you wanted.
You can split them.
To wear them on 2 different days if you want to make this one a bit dressy. But again, that mixed material and gold makes it very boho. Now this is a really fun one. I love this ring. You're going to see it come up over and the top just barely crisscrosses top and bottom. You're going to see that point. I think it's very refined. This is the point I'm talking about.
That doesn't look refined to me. It has a dot motif, but it looks like an eye with eyeliner for a ring. Not something I'd be interested in. Okay, here we go. So cute, so fun.
About right here. So pretty. We've got that gunmetal base, and then obviously we've got that hematite stone.
So fun.
So pretty. I love the sparkle when you get
So
that tone
pretty.
on tone.
So
Tone on tone
sparkly.
means the same color. So we've got that dark base metal and a dark rhinestone. The rhinestone's just going to give it a little extra shimmer. Now this
a
one's
little
really
extra,
cool.
for sure.
So if you're looking for a silver necklace that is simplistic and yet has a lot of detail, this is a great one. By simplistic, I mean can be a chameleon of style and go with a lot of different things.
Okay, this looks like someone had fun making swirly whirlies with metal, but that has been done before very similarly. This is not, you know, I love how they take aspects of old pieces and throw new pieces together and then they call it new. It looks like, it just looks bad. Why does it look like a tornado though? So Airedale, just so you know, Debbie's dad passed away from a tornado earlier in May. So everyone, if you weren't here at the beginning, Debbie lost her dad because FEMA didn't have any warning sirens and her dad was caught in a tornado and it took his life. You know, losing your dad is not easy, y'all. So, just breaks my heart.
It is more of a statement style. You can see the different shapes. Obviously, they're all a circular motion, right? But then there's going to be some that have just a bit more funk to them. I love that they're interconnected. This one looks like two roots mixed together. Again, the different shapes make it funky. It makes it fun, but definitely more of a statement as far as size, especially with this center pendant.
Is it a dual chain or a twisty chain?
So amazing.
It makes
love
no sense
this
to me.
one.
That's okay.
Now this is a beautiful bracelet. You're going to see the pearls, and then in between, you're going to see those emerald gems. So cool. I love when we have stretch bracelets like this. Easy to put on, easy to take off. And again, you're going to see that spacer is going to give it color. This is a great one to stack with
emerald colored glass. It's not an emerald gem.
Now this one I think
colored
is incredible.
glass.
It is a gold base, and then you're going to see the gems at the top. Look at
You mean the cheap
that
rhinestones?
shape.
Yeah.
And then we've got it as if the chain is welded. It is welded, right? And then at the bottom we've got the suspended.
I love how she goes, as if the chain is welded. It is welded. So as if, but it really is. And then we have hanging rhinestones down at the bottom. So, you know, she was at least honest there. So we have this necklace with rhinestones, and then as if the chain is welded, which it is. And then we have rhinestones hanging off the bottom. That is gaudy. It looks too much to me. Not something I would be buying, just so you know.
Rhinestones. This is absolutely incredible. So many ways to wear this, and definitely this is a bit of a sassy vibe, right? Like this necklace for sure has attitude. So if you have
Stephanie's
attitude as
an
well,
August
sometimes
birthday,
it's
just
fun to
like my
match
best friend.
your jewelry to
I'm a
your
ruby.
attitude, and sometimes we're
I hate
matching
rubies.
an accessory or jewelry to our.
I was supposed to be born in September, and that's sapphire. So I wear sapphires more than I wear any other color. But I was born in July, and it's supposed to be a ruby, but I stick to the birthstone of my actual due date. Isn't that terrible of me? Yeah.
For outfit. So both are applicable when
2 months
stylizing.
early, Mom.
Now this is a really fun one. You're going to see this is a claw clip, but we've got that pink center, right? That rhinestone.
Look, she gussied it up. Instead of having it just be the matte metal finish, she got some silver chrome paint to go over it and then a bunch of iridescent crystal rhinestones. Isn't it so cute and so fun?
And then on either side, we've got a pink rhinestone with a prismatic overlay. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this.
Is it plastic?
So metal claw clip, so it's going to really hold the hair. This has a few less claws coming across, so it's going to be able to hold at the top, in the middle, and at the bottom.
It's
now
like
this
a
is a fun
clip.
one. I feel like this is a great one for brides or a bridal party, just as like a fun, playful thing. But this is definitely just cool because this is a
bridal party jewelry. They've been really big about getting people to buy jewelry for bridal parties, but there we go. Ooh. I should have had alcohol this morning.
necklace that looks like a ring, right? See that pendant coming down? I mean, look
Yay!
how cute that is. So if you wanted to make it a gift for a bridal shower or bridal party, but then also just in general, this feels...
It's supposed to be a ring. Did you see that? Hi, Sam. It's supposed to be a ring. A ring on a necklace. It's all about the ring, you know. Put a ring on it. If you know, I don't know that song. It's the Beyonce song. I just can't think of it right now. Put a ring on it.
Feels glam, right? All
That's
the
what
things girly, such an easy way to pair with gold accessories and to have that fun novelty shape right
Watch
there
them bring
in
it
the
out
center.
in
I love when
silver
things
and blue.
are like dual purpose. This is a really fun one. You're going to see the texture on this bracelet is
texture.
incredible. It's got little tiny rhinestones, so I want you to notice the detail right there. You see those rhinestones, but those are in fact butterflies. They go all the way around. They stagger
butterfly
in
cuff.
size, right?
Wow.
Proportionally starting larger in the center and then scaling down on either side. Are you kidding me? This is so cute. I love it.
She's kidding us right now.
Now, this is a really fun one.
It's not
this
really
This is going to be
cute.
a two-layered necklace. At the bottom, or the bottom of the wire, you're going to see a cross, which I absolutely love this. So this is going to be a satellite chain at the top. That's what these little spheres are, okay? We call that a satellite chain. Then it comes to just a textured circle. I love this chain. Look how the...
Okay, so if you guys don't know, hello, Igor. Mormons do not wear crosses. Okay? It's not something that Mormons wear. So the fact that here is a Mormon woman selling jewelry with crosses on it kind of feels a little bit like a violation of our religion. On top of that, this satellite chain is bent on the bust and appears to be broken. Okay. So the ring, the chain is bad, and then of course here's a Mormon selling cross jewelry, which Mormons don't wear crosses.
There are sections of a flat spacer, which actually, and it's actually just all in the chain itself, but it definitely gives it some shine or sparkle, right? This ring is bedazzled. Look at that. It is encrusted in rhinestones, which I love. And then again, that same chain coming down to this suspended cross. This layering look is so incredible. It's going to give you a lot of surface area to cover, which I think is really fun. Easy to pair other colors with it.
She's just trying to
Now this is a coil or an infinity wrap, which means it's going to go around the wrist multiple times.
Coil.
I mean, look out. Is this not the cutest thing you've seen? I love this. This is brass. And then we have that gray color with it, which I think is...
That color combination looks like puke. Just gonna say. It looks awful. Okay? It's so cute. Not.
Absolutely beautiful, right? Look how cool that is. And then you've got these beautiful crystals. Okay? And obviously you've got the prismatic mixed with the... Here's another one where you can see it really well. That is incredible color, right? And it's got a little bit of the brass mixed over the top of it as well. I love this. I think this is so cute. I think it's so cool. And I love the gray and brass mix.
It's so
a lot
cool.
of times we do warmer tones, or you'll see things like brown and oranges and yellows, but to have the gray with it is super cool. Now, this one is a
like
brooch.
that
As you know,
color
we release
combo?
brooches, and I know people are loving them. This one is really, really fun. I feel like this is very feminine, so you're going to see
I'm getting holiday pay right now, sitting at home talking to you guys. It's nice.
that double flower there in the pearl, and we've got the rhinestone accents, and then this is shell. I love this. I think it's incredible. I think it's very fast.
The fact that paparazzi is going into brooches tells me everything. So, brooches. Is the younger generation just decorating their cheap Chinese purses with brooches? Or is the older crowd starting to wear brooches to church? I don't, a brooch is something that I would never, ever, ever wear. Ever. Because I never dress up and I don't see the point of wearing a brooch. I think they're hideous.
Feminine, and I think there's a lot of ways to wear this to make it a bit funky or make it very refined. Again, these items will be available tomorrow. I'm so excited
to see the
entire lineup during new releases. I hope you have an incredible evening, and most importantly, I hope you know you're loved.
I'm not a brooch person, y'all. I'm just not. Okay, let's see if there's another one that we missed. Oh, look, it's another gold and something colored. An elephant. Fashion Fix must have come out. Oh, look, a half moon with green. Ooh, look, a claw clip. Wow, there's a lot of shit on here. You can tell it's been a few weeks since we did anything. That's the only video I can find. So we did that one. Let's see if there's anything on. Spill the details. What are you doing this Memorial Day weekend? I'm going to take my bling bag and go sell stuff to my friends and family for $8 a pop and annoy them. Pivot, adapt, and thrive. # no excuses. Was there a founder's message this month? I know we're getting into a new month in a few days. So let's go see. Who was the founder's message with? Oh, it was Misty.
The last month of the paparazzi year. I can't wait to see what you accomplish this month. You know what? I know many of you are on the verge of great big goals. Make it happen. You can do.
So this is the founder's message. It's the last month of the fiscal year, which means that if you want to get your life of the party goal, you have to meet it by the end of this year. We'll do that next. So, Stephanie, we'll do that next. So, yeah. If you haven't met your life of the party goal and you want to become life of the party, you have to do it by the end of this month. So if you're on the cusp of being gold, make it happen. Buy the rest of the jewelry so you can buy that rank of gold so you can get double hostess rewards. That's essentially what she's saying here. Okay.
Between a great big goal and coming really, really close might be the difference of 20 extra minutes on a live. Or maybe it's one more phone call. Or maybe it's putting up an extra album or organizing 10 more pieces. Evaluate each day and say, what can I do to make sure that I inch towards that goal? And more importantly, that I put a big old check mark next to it. You do incredible things, and I'm always grateful for all that I can see from my vantage point, because what you show me time and time again is that dreams really do come true. I'm so grateful that you set aside your fears, that you don't listen to the self-doubt, that you push yourself and run to really make those dreams happen. We're all rooting for you here at Corporate. We know you can do it. Let's make this the best May ever.
That was full of toxic positivity, just saying. That was so full of toxic positivity. Get that done, you guys. Get that done. Ugh. Meanwhile, let's go see what's still left on the paparazzi website. So these are the items and the pieces that are still left on the website. A butterfly rhinestone choker or necklace, ridiculous heart earrings, and then we have these ugly seed bead boots, tropical drinks, copper Scandi Charm beach theme, And then a claw clip that I wouldn't spend $8 on. And then a ponytail holder that I wouldn't spend $8 on, especially when I can get one. And I'm just going to point this out, okay, y'all? You can get ponytail holders. You can get quite a few packs for a lot less. So let me show you this one. Okay, so here's ponytail holders. You get 9 pieces. You get acrylic, cheetah print, rhinestone, leaf, silver. So those $13.69 for 9 pieces. Okay, so there's that one. And then if you just want these, you can get them in gold. And if you look hard enough or scroll down far enough, you'll see them in silver. Okay. And then I'm amazed paparazzi hasn't come out with these things yet, where you twist it down your hair. Okay, so let's watch these. But it's to make a twisty ponytail with, you know, accessories. So, yeah. So this is how you do it. You clip it in, and then you just twist it around your hair to make it decorative. Oh, Kimberly, you wanted to reach platinum, so you bought to get platinum. Oh, that makes me sad. Well, you know, I did the same thing, so you're not alone. Oh, but it's sick. And I'm amazed paparazzi isn't selling these things. These are ponytail holders that you can just, you know, do that. So we have rhinestone ponytail things. But guess what? Same price as paparazzi consultants pay. Ooh, ooh, ah. But yeah, the hair clips, the hair ties, the hair bows. And then we have the beach. This is all beach jewelry. And if I was going to buy something, I'd get the boba drinks. But you could scroll down and find beach charm jewelry all the way down here. You can just keep scrolling. Scroll away. Some of these are sterling silver, resin, but, you know, go to Nihao, go to the other places. Here's something, you know, yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so when we have Americana Scandy Charm, it has the Liberty Bell, apple pie, baseball, teddy bear, and American flag heart. Adorably all-American. Okay. Yeah, I was growing my hair out, but as you guys can clearly see, I cut it because 1, I was getting too hot, and 2, my hair sits better when it's shorter, and it's way too thick. So, and then we have hoops, more Scandy Charm. But this is a necklace you can get on Temu. This still bugs me because it doesn't look like it's correct. But I'm looking at all the new releases that she talked about. They're all still sitting there. The sneak peeks are all still sitting here. The crazy eyeball ring with eyeliner. The bracelet. We've got another Scandy Charm. That bracelet. That bracelet. That necklace. That necklace. Bolo. So, yeah, there's a lot of pieces that are still sitting on there. And then that looks like a mess. Wasn't that Taylor Kirby's Life of the Party bring back? Notice how that hasn't sold out. And then we have Sneaker Shimmer. What is going on here? It's a sneaker. Look, it's a Trump sneaker. It's a gold Trump sneaker. Thanks, I'll pass. I don't think I need a gold Trump sneaker around my neck. And then that's still available, and that's still available. So all the pieces that she showed during that live, all of them are all still available. A necklace that says strong. I'm sorry, but if you're a guy and you need a necklace that says strong, you're obviously not strong. You're weak. And then we've got this, that, the other, ugly, nobody cares, ugly. Look, you can get 4 strands, ugly. Look, it's an Epilady charm bracelet thingy. Angel wings, ooh, ooh, ah. These are the Fashion Fix pieces. Oh, yeah, let's go look at the Fashion Fix pieces. Let's go see what they're bringing out next month. Type Fashion Fix, June. Okay, so here's Fashion Fix for the complete sets. We've got pastel, cracked stone, angel wings, roses with a pearl. You honestly couldn't see the pearl until you saw it on the model's ear, and look how it's pulling at her ear. It's called Tasteful Tea Party. When will they come out with blinged out Bible and Book of Mormon? I don't think they ever will, because then evangelicals will be turned off. Noteworthy Nomad with a key and a couple other charms. And then we've got Cracked Stone, another angel wing. I gotta see this up close. Oh, it's a braid of chains. One has rhinestones in it. Distinguished Dominance. Now we're dominatrixes. And then we've got something really busy. Let's look at Tea Party Tapestry. Let's see what's going on here. So we've got a teapot, leaves, a bunny, what appears to be a spoon. I'm going to have to zoom in on this one. A spoon, a 4-leaf clover, a bunny, a teapot. The thing is if you're going to put charms on something, make the charms front and center, because that's what people want to buy. But all you're seeing is a bunny butt and a couple leaves and maybe part of a teapot. But all this other stuff, all this other noise is in the way. And it's kind of diminishing what you're trying to sell there. Okay? Just in my humble opinion. And then let's look at Noteworthy Nomad. So we have a bunch of O-rings with what appears to be something that will probably spin. And then some weird key and some weird star thing. But the O-rings make it, y'all. The O-rings, they totally make that worth it. All the way across the board. And then, yeah, we've got that. It's like none of it makes sense. But notice the sets are now $32. $32. I'm sorry. I would not be spending $32 on paparazzi jewelry and accessories. I can find better ways to spend $32. Oh, that reminds me, I need to go back to this. Let me go back to this email. Okay. The title of the email is called Paparazzi Propaganda. Okay. Dear Emily, thank you so much for reading my email. This is what elite consultants are spewing now about how they are getting all this big pay raise with this price increase. Not many are understanding how we got a raise when it's still a 45% profit margin. So this was shared and I wanted to share it with you. I hope this helps. I know many need to see this. Okay. I always went with this team educated on sales work in this business. Below is a breakdown of life of the party prior to May 1st versus May 1st with the new price point. Your responsibility as a business owner is to determine your net sale profit. That is always the goal. We purchase jewelry for $2.75. We sell it for at least $5. Hi, Melissa. The profit is $2.25 net, equals after taxes, after shipping, and handling. Anything else is stupid. We are smart. We are bosses. Okay. So, I'm gonna pop this out now that the person's name is off the screen. We are smart. We are bosses. Okay. Life of the Party Bronze. Now, this is based off of last year before the price increase. Life of the Party Bronze, $2.75 times 2,500 pieces. Consultant cost $6,875. Consultant net sales profit, 5 times 25 is 12,500. Now, I'm going to do this because they missed something very, very important. Okay. So I'm going to put the calculator. So you've got 12,500. Good morning, honey. And then you minus the 68.75. Okay. So that's how much you actually make selling 2,500 pieces. Okay. Now, let's say it takes you the full year to sell that many, 365 days. 56.25. Oh, 365. Ugh, sorry, you guys, I messed it up. 56.25 divided by 365. So you make $15. $15.41 per day. Now, you have to pay for taxes. You have to pay for shipping. You have to pay for postage and supplies. You take all of those out of that $15.41. What are you actually making? Okay, so 56.25, because none of these calculations include tax, but they don't teach you how to collect it. Okay, so 56.25 is just the base. You also have to pay taxes to your state. So in my state, it's 10%, so minus 562.50. So that's after taxes. And then I have to pay for postage supplies. So let's just be generous and we'll say bubble envelopes, stickers, and tissue paper. We'll just take $100 off of that if you buy the cheapest stuff. Okay, and then you have to pay taxes on anything you net over $600. So we're going to multiply that by 35%. So you pay $17.36 to taxman. So let's see. Let's clear this out. So we have 49.62. Minus 17.36. So that's what it is after taxes, after everything. And say you do that every day, okay, for 365 days a year. Now you've only made $8.83 an hour. Or per day. Correction, per day. So you're barely making above minimum wage for 1 hour a day. And we all know, as paparazzi consultants, you spend more than an hour per day on your social media, going live, packaging and invoicing, preparing for your live, going on at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time to get new releases when they're available. So $8.83 per day. I'll round up. We'll be generous. $8.84 a day. How many of us in the chat right now make more at our 9-to-5 jobs, make more than $8.84 an hour? Raise your hand in the chat. If you make more than $8.84 an hour at your job, please raise your hand. I will say this. Today is a holiday. I am garnering holiday pay. So I'm making 3 times that amount per hour for 8 hours today. Just sitting here in chronic pain. So I ask you, looky-loo paparazzi consultants out there, are you truly, truly making more than $8.84 per day? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. My husband's like, no. So, yeah, it's crazy. And it just goes up from there. So this is for all these Life of the Party things at the May 1st. So let's do the math after May 1st. And I'm just going to do the bronze number. So let me get the calculator up for after May 1st. Okay. So, okay. So Life of the Party bronze. Okay. So consultant cost $11,000. Okay. Consultant net sales equals $8 times 25. Your profit is $20,000. Okay. So let's take this and talk about it. $20,000. And then we minus the $11,000, $9,000. Now, because we still have to pay taxes on each piece, $11,000 in my state is $1,100. So now my net, my gross is $7,900. Okay. And let's talk about, so I've already taken out the taxes. Now, because shipping and postage has gone up, if you don't collect the right amount of shipping and postage, so I'm going to take $1,200 out of that because that's an expense. Okay, and then we have to pay taxes for the $6,700. So 67 minus $2,345, $6,700 minus $2,345. Not too many. 6,700 minus 2,345. So $4,355. And we divide that by 365 days because that's how many days are in a year. Okay. So, oh, you may have gotten a slight increase in pay. Instead of $8.84 a day, it's $11.94 a day. $11.94 a day. You still make more going back to corporate America, is all I'm trying to say. You would make more per day working at McDonald's. Seriously. You would make more per day working part-time at a retail outlet per day. $11.93 per day from May 1st to May 31st the following year. Or from June 1st to May 31st, because that's the paparazzi fiscal year. And I don't know about you guys, so I'm going to move this back over to my screen. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to read the rest of this email. Bosses don't buy Life of the Party, they sell Life of the Party. And I said to the person who posted this, was this Erica Cole or was it somebody else? Because this feels a little deceptive. And she said, my upline posted this for motivation. She did not disclose which elite or diamond or whatever posted it. She stated that this comes from elite friend in Summit, whatever that means. All week, my upline has been talking about how everyone got a raise. And I'm so excited about it. Come on. It's not a dang raise. I've never sold a piece. I'm a newbie, but I know now what this company is truly about. I joined Paparazzi in March of 2025 of this year to get the discount on jewelry. I discovered the jewelry on a TikTok live, and I really like the energy of the consultant. As someone who does not have many friends, I'm not going to lie, I really like the sense of community. You're not alone there. But you can join my live streams anytime and talk to any of the other former consultants and, make friends here. So, The thing is, I spent so much money on this stuff that I didn't know how I was going to pay these consultants, because some of them have a bad habit of trashing your name on social media if you don't pay up. I get it. $5 doesn't sound like a lot of money, but when you claim so many pieces, let's say like 30, it can get out of control. Yes, so the person who sent me this email, it becomes an addiction. And consultants play on the fear of missing out to encourage you to buy more pieces than you would ever reasonably want. In fact, one of the viewers of my channel, she bought so many pieces, she still hasn't even opened half of them. And some of them she doesn't even like. But she bought because she thought of the fear of missing out. Okay? Oh, let's see. And the consultants will just let you keep claiming, not even wondering how people are going to pay up. Okay, so the reason why the consultants are glad to get you to keep claiming pieces is because it feeds into the fear of missing out. And the reason they do that is because they want other shoppers to buy pieces, okay? They want other shoppers to feel the FOMO and claim pieces. Even if they don't like them, they want others to feel the FOMO. And that's why they don't stop you if you can't afford it. Okay? Okay. The lady that I signed under sent that post to all our downline because I guess she's in with higher up people at Paparazzi. Some consultants say you don't have to sell it to get yourself a discount. No, you don't. You don't have to sell it at all. In fact, most people don't. I did sell. I'm not going to lie. I had a Shopify website and I did sell, and I ended up selling everything. Even though it wasn't at the full price point, I was able to get rid of everything through selling it. Okay, so that's me. I did give some of those stupid sequin bracelets away because I bought way too many, and, like Andrew and Will said, that's the day the mermaid died. Okay. But for me, I signed up under a woman who wants to push her team to sell, sell, sell. I should have known better. What they are doing right now is pushing everyone to join for $20 to get the jewelry at $4.40. I know a lot of customers are signing up as consultants at $20 to get the jewelry for $4.40. Yes, but after taxes and shipping, you're still paying more than $5 per piece, okay? And the $20 sign up is just a quick cash grab from Paparazzi. Okay, I don't even think the tariffs have anything to do with the price increase. They're just taking advantage of this opportunity, and shame on them. I don't know why people can't see this. Yeah, okay, the person who wrote this email, yes, that is exactly how I feel about it too. They're taking advantage of the current environment. And because they've lost so many consultants over the last little bit, they are struggling to pay their elites. So they raise the price so the elites can still get more income, okay? I'm so disappointed with this company. I didn't really know what it was about until I started searching the internet, found your channel amongst other women who have been burned by MLM. Well, mom's losing money, multi-level marketing, network marketing. It's all a cult of personality, okay? It really, really is. So if you haven't turned in your resignation yet, all I can say is what's stopping you. Okay? The reason they had you join is because it padded their paycheck. Okay? So here's another one from another person. Okay. Been watching your YouTube videos on the lawsuit, and I was curious if anyone reached out to you after returning jewelry yet. I'm sure it's too soon to have received refunds. So I'm going to answer this one because this is from back in April. And the answer is 2 Washington consultants that I know of have returned their jewelry, and they got their full refund from Paparazzi for everything that was an eligible return, meaning it was still in its original package and they had it. All of those pieces were returned to corporate, and corporate refunded them in full with a check. So 2 people that I know of in the state of Washington have done the return. Both of them had less than 300 pieces. They had just joined Paparazzi within the last 6 months before the lawsuit went, before the consent whatnot has been signed by the state and Paparazzi. So they were only in it for 6 months, and they only had, about 300 pieces each, but they got their full refund on it. Okay. And I love this. I gotta show this picture. This one's funny. All right. Good grief. Are they all hopped up on Ozempic? You gotta wonder. Okay. You gotta wonder. Okay, so here's the email. Good grief. Are they all hopped up on Ozempic? What is going on with Taylor Kirby? For me, I believe Taylor Kirby is stressed to the max. Like, absolutely stressed. And stress can do things to our body. It can really put your body in a tailspin. And I know he's got a lot of stress going on right now. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that TK is stressed out. Okay. And yeah, the price increase, there are still consultants that are frustrated with that. Here's another email I got from somebody. I quit on May 1st. Hello, Sam and Ryan. So on May 1st, hello, Denise. I didn't even see you pop in. Hi. Sam and Ryan. Oh, that's for us. Okay. Sam and Ryan, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, donating plasma, you make more money than you would if you did paparazzi for a whole year. You make more money donating plasma than you do working paparazzi. Just gonna share that. Okay. Oh yeah, all of them are. So we already did the Temu comparison. So here's another one. How many will run? Maybe this is a way to get thousands of the 98.7% over the year-over-year loss consultants to quit. Paparazzi founders are geniuses. Who would pay $4.40 for wholesale for cheap-ass lava beads and stretch bracelets? So here is the deal. Most paparazzi consultants have decided to quit because they aren't selling at $5. They're not willing to buy more in jewelry for $4.40 and try to sell it at $8. So a good portion of paparazzi consultants are now in the, ready to quit, or they have quit. And I'm just going to remind all of them yet again, it is okay to quit. It is okay to leave. It is okay to say this isn't for me and to walk away. Okay? And the other most important thing is, the guide to income claims, y'all. Just scroll through and look at all the posts from all the elites. Do share photos and videos regarding your personal experience at paparazzi trips and events. Be sure to use the trip disclosure if paparazzi paid for some portion of your trip. Do disclose your relationship with paparazzi accessories as an independent consultant. Do make truthful statements and be prepared to provide evidence of your claims. Do talk about having fun. Do talk about having fun with the business. I can tell you there's a lot of people out there that are not having fun with the business and they're stressed out. Do talk about the countless other ways you've been changed by the confidence that the opportunity has brought you. So what can you say about the business opportunity? Toxic positivity is all you can bring up. Okay? Toxic positivity is all you can bring up with the business opportunity. But How can I effectively use the disclosures? Anytime you make an income claim, the income disclosure statement must be used, and it must be in at least the same size font as other text in the post or message, must be prominently placed in the message or post and not buried in a dense block of text, be visible without requiring the viewer to click see more or scroll down, be written in clear language, formatted so the viewer can understand, and always provide context where the claim may not be potentially misleading. All right, so let's go and do this, okay? So let's go here. I do not see any income disclosure statement on this post at all, okay? So Bling with Morgan, no income disclosure statement, okay? I'm just going down. So Touch of Bling with Morgan, she had one post, no income disclosure statement. So let's go to, let's see, Bling it up with Crystal. Let's go look at her page. I'm just scrolling down. And she's still trying to sell her stuff at $5 until she can't anymore. Let's clear the bins. Everything is $5.30. That must be with her tax, okay? She did have a post the other day, and somebody said, you forgot the income disclosure statement. It was a Join My Team post. I'm noticing that the Join My Team posts have come down. So she hasn't put on her income disclosure statement at all. Okay. Exciting things are coming. Who's excited to see what it is? I would love to know. I'm curious. Andrea has even had to fix her live video. How did she have to fix it, Denise? You started again last week. That's cool. Monique. They're never going to admit fault to that, Kimberly. I'm just reading your comments right now. I just made 2 sales as we speak, and it's not paparazzi. Good for you! That's great. So, ooh, crawdaddy crawfish. Poison oak, white oak. Yeah, know your leaves, you guys. So, well, the income disclosure statements may be a buzzkill, but it's kind of an important thing. If you don't put up the paparazzi income disclosure statement, which, yeah, it's a buzzkill. Paparazzi U.S. disclosure statement for 2024. Yeah. And here's the other thing about the income disclosure statement. I love that it doesn't show what elites make anymore. You know, the old income disclosure statement, before this one, it would show how much you made, what typical results were, or non-typical results were. I mean, let me see if I still have the old one. I probably do somewhere. Let me type it in here. IN. Okay, here's the old one. Here's the old one right here. This is the one they had on their website for months, y'all. You know, years actually. This is the 2021 income disclosure statement. They didn't have this one on their website for a very, very long time. Or they had this one on their very website for a long time. So, Lux Jet Setter to Iconic Impressionista. You know, the lowest monthly bonus, the highest monthly bonus. So yeah, this is the old income disclosure statement. Okay? Versus the accurate income disclosure statement. It's crazy. Okay? Yeah, it's a buzzkill. Sucks to be you guys, but it's kind of important that you properly disclose what you're doing and how you're affecting people. Okay? By the way, Monique, here's something that you might find interesting. The Space Needle debuts a double-decker glass elevator. Here's the double-decker. They've been updating this for a year. So now you can look out as you go up. Before you couldn't do that. It wasn't a glass elevator. They renovated the Space Needle. There's the old one. I'm really excited about this, you guys. In fact, now that they've got the double decker, it will go a lot faster. But being able to see out across the sound. And by the way, it is so orca season right now. We have so many orcas just playing in the sound. And part of the reason why we've had so many orca and whale sightings is because we don't have a lot of ships in port. So the state of Washington port used to have, hundreds of boats coming and going all week. Now it's like maybe 20. So, shipments are way down from China and other countries. So yeah, it's been pretty bad. Okay, did you watch the paparazzi segment of the Bill Keep MLM conferences? No. Do you have a link? Jelly Snack. Send me a link. Let's watch it right now. Oh, Jelly Snack, put the link in the chat. Put the link in the chat, girlfriend. We will watch it. So I'm going to type in Bill Keep MLM conference. Okay. Okay. You did? You were up in Whidbey? That's awesome, Jelly Snack. Whidbey is so, I just think of the movie Double Jeopardy. Such a good movie. Okay. Oh, yeah, we were going to do a game on... Let's go to the paparazzi convention. Okay, so let's go to the agenda. Okay, so we've already got the agenda. So Sunday on the 27th of July, check-in, photo shoot, elite dinner, and then the next day, life of the party, first time convention attendee event, level up, wherever level up is. Last year they did Hakkasan, now they're doing level up. So what's level up? I gotta level up Vegas. Level up Las Vegas. What's level up? Level up at the MGM Grand. Okay. It's adjacent to Hakkasan, so it's the cheaper place. Okay, that's funny. And then Monday, we've got the event check-in, the boutique, Hall of Fame, Life of the Bahardi photo shoot, premiere workshops and help hub. Let's see. Tuesday, we've got registration, general session. So now the brainwashing begins on Tuesday. And then premiere workshop, July 30th, we have registration. We've got the Z showroom, general session, workshops, recognition gala. Usually they have an opening concert, game on kickoff, grand ballroom at 6 p.m., but they don't say who's doing it. And then, of course, at the end, we have Christina Aguilera. I remember in years past you had 3 concerts. Now you don't? Tell me they're hurting, so let's go and see, special guests. Rick Rigsby, 3rd grade dropout. Christina Aguilera. These are the only two people. They used to have several keynote speakers. Now they have one keynote speaker, one concert. This tells me everything I need to know, y'all. You know, used to have in years past several. So let's go to Celebrate Convention Paparazzi. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I can't find it. But yeah, in years past, there were plenty. Jelly Snack, when you find it, can you email it to me so we can do it on a live? That would be awesome if you can. If you find it, email it to me and we'll do it. But yeah, I remember when they did Black Eyed Peas and, you know, Kelsey Ballerini and a couple others. So yeah, quite a bit. Why do you say that? I think you're right. This might be their last Elite Summit. I think it's their last Elite Summit, and I think this is their last convention. I don't think they're going to be doing conventions anymore, at least not at the MGM Grand. You know, I don't know if you guys saw Sam D's most recent post about the LuLaRoe. I mean, LuLaRoe used to have huge conventions. Now they're in like a teeny tiny little ballroom at a hotel, having chit chats and stuff. So my family member I joined under is still a consultant, thinking she can get to the top. Monique, how long has she been in now? How long has she been in paparazzi? And what's her highest rank? So she's been in paparazzi for more than 7 years. Is she elite yet? Has she made it to premier producer or executive producer? Because if she hasn't reached those ranks, guess what? She's never going to reach those ranks. It's not possible. Here's the other thing. Unless paparazzi gets all the new 18-year-olds that just joined, you know, that just became legal, they've run out of people to get them to join because either people are already in another MLM or they're anti-MLM or they don't see the value in joining for jewelry that's trendy and awful. Like this crap. Okay? So that's the thing is they don't see the value in joining for this terrible stuff. I mean, look at these amazing hair accessories. Aren't they so cute and so fun? Yeah, it's sad. It's absolutely sad. And what's the featured stuff? I mean, featured. Here's the featured stuff. Ooh, ah. So the featured stuff is like the Americana crap. You know, get your stars and stripes and your initials. Ooh, so cute and so fun. And what's in the last chance category? Tennis rackets, cufflinks that look so stupid, and a bunny necklace. Yeah, those are the last chance items. So cute, so fun. So when I go under men's necklaces, men's rings, yay. Here's another pair of cufflinks. You know, it's just stupid. Now we're doing cufflinks and brooches. It's just dumb. Okay. Well, Nathan, I hope you're still having fun working on the car. So yeah, I believe this is the last convention. I don't think they're going to have any more elite summits. Have they announced a passport vacation yet? I don't think so. So we haven't even announced next year's passport vacation. You guys, things are, you know, we're definitely doing convention watch, that's for sure. So, yeah, that's sad that you lost a family member. So she was in at least 8 months before me. So 7 years is approaching. I'm pretty sure she's still just a star consultant. And she doesn't want to hear it from you that, hey, you're a star consultant. You're never going to make it to a higher level because it's not possible. You know, Yeah, that's the thing. They don't want to hear the truth because it's called sunk cost fallacy. She's been in it for 7 years. I'm curious to know how many boxes of inventory she has that she hasn't sold, because how many did you have and you were in it for a lot less? And you probably still have some that you're working on selling, right, Monique? I'm pretty sure that this is going to be the last year, you guys. I think paparazzi is going to be done. I think they are at the end of their proverbial rope. Okay. Yeah, it's being flushed. I don't think paparazzi is going to be around much longer. I think this is their last cash grab before they go. I mean, Misty Kirby's talking about how look at all this stuff is, but if this California Proposition 65 lawsuit goes through, and if jewelry that they're still testing to this day is against Prop 65, California is going to be the next state to kick them out, where they can't sell their jewelry anymore without the proper warning labels. $2,500 fine per violation. Yeah, paparazzi's in trouble. And I cannot wait to see, because it's coming down step by step by step. So it's fun. I'm going to go play video games and watch Schitt's Creek, y'all. And maybe make some scrambled eggs with mushrooms, red peppers, and some onions. Make myself an omelet. So yeah. Okay, you guys. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for sipping coffee with me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And thanks for all your emails. And congratulations to all the newest people that have quit. I'm very proud of you. And I hope you guys are doing fun things this Memorial Day. She had a room. I'm down to a large cloth bag and about 5 prepared boxes ready to go that were posted on eBay. Yay! Pretty soon you'll be up here and you and I will go and have some good seafood. Biscuit bitch. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to you coming to Seattle, love. All right. Have a good day, you guys.